Hi everyone, my name's Charlie and I'm really good at PIP. Like I have a really high success rate. I've only ever lost one claim in 6 years. You obviously know what today's video is about. I just want to let you know that this is an extract from the main video I did on PIP and mental health, which looks like this. So if you want to watch the full video, click on the link above. If not, let's crack on. By the way, we'll put a link into what I think is one of my best guides today, where I do talk through all these points. And so if you're watching this and you're like, well, I struggle with my mental health and physical conditions, you can watch the other guides as well. Okay, obviously. We've got this. We're on preparing food. Make sure you put the date on this. It's always good to put the date so you know when you did it. So preparing food. Now, if you have a eating disorder or severe OCD, severe contamination OCD, to be honest, OCD, you might be in this category. You might need supervision or assistance. Now, if with your OCD, you're in a position where you need someone to reassure you that you've washed your hands enough, or reassure you that something has not touched the floor, or whatever it is, you fit into this category. And I sort of huffed and sighed a bit because I really hope you're not in that category, which will be the 4 points. So on this, you need to just be honest. Everything about PIP is just about being honest and blunt, okay? Please remember that people only take in 10% of written word, so don't waffle. You need to say something along the lines of, due to my condition, explain the condition, and then name whoever, like my partner, is with me when I'm preparing meals. Try not to use the wording in this. If you don't use the word prompting, don't use that word. Write like you speak. So, for example, I've got a few sort of young lads whose mums are always on their case. One lad went, I said, just explain to me what it's like in your words. And he was like, she's always on my case. So that's what I wrote. Yeah. It's got to be your wording. For those of you with any PTSD, past trauma, where food is triggers, you need to explain that. So for some people, there's conflict when it comes to preparing food because the family might want you to be, around when food's being prepared, or, you're expected to prepare food, but you sort of need to be prompted, or it has to happen because if you're the mum, it's dinner time. You need to explain that. If it's due to past trauma, again, remember, you do not have to explain to PIP what it is. They are not qualified. So don't put yourself or your mental health at risk, okay? So you could literally say, due to past trauma, preparing food is a trigger for me. This results in conflict between my partner and I, or me avoiding preparing food or certain foods. And again, use your words, okay? Don't forget to be making notes for if I say something that's relevant to you, or if it gives you ideas, make the notes, okay? Because this is what you'll use to fill out your forms. You'll go back to this. This is all you need. For those of you, hang a minute, right, so we're clear on this, 2 points. So I get a lot of people that are like, but Charlie, I live on my own. Okay, I live on my own. I just have to do it myself. So it's, I'm not going to get the points. That's not right. You're not right. Okay. So I want you to sit there and I want you to be really honest with yourself. How many days a week are, on average, do you actually prepare a meal? A basic meal. So this preparing food isn't a lasagna from scratch. This is, when I was in a tribunal, they were obsessed with boiling broccoli, right? I think that's a bit too basic. Like, it's preparing food. It's supposed to involve some chopping. Let's say pizza and chips. When was the last time you actually prepared a meal? Because it does have heating up in a microwave. I do find that for a lot of you, there's a couple of days a week where you're just not eating, or you're only eating crap, like junk food, like biscuits seem to be very popular. Or you're ordering takeaways because you just cannot be bothered. When I say you can't be bothered, I don't want any of you, none of you, to describe yourself that I'm lazy. And to be honest, that can't be bothered, that's terminology that people use, which is why it came out of my mouth. And I'm like, no, it's not that you can't be bothered. It's not that you're lazy. You're sick. You have a condition. You are not well. Fatigue, I don't care if it's fatigue due to me having a severe form of arthritis, or fatigue for you due to mental health conditions, it's still fatigue, right? Do not be degrading about yourself, because words have power. So stop it. Because all of you lot that I work with, I have to give you a little bit of a bitch slap. Do not put yourself down. You don't deserve it. You did not choose to suffer from chronic illness. Don't put yourself down. Okay, back to the point. So I do, like, if you're like, Charlie, it feels like you're talking to me. It's because I am. I genuinely feel like I'm talking to you. By the way, some people have started meetings with me and they've gone, "You're famous." And I went, like, expecting to see Beyonce or something. You know, please remember that I basically sit talking to myself, talking to you. Like, I'm like a chronically ill woman living in her shed that talks to myself. So I think, like, I know I'm on, like, might be on your TV or your screen, and we seem to give people in that position quite a lot of power, but I'm just like you. I don't think we can categorize me as that, right? For those of you that live alone, do you have a friend, a neighbour that maybe knocks on your door, sees if you want anything from the local shop? Do you have, it can be anyone, like, it can be anyone that says that is prompting you, saying, have you eaten? Have you got something to eat? Have you got food in? If someone is doing that for you on a daily basis, no matter how they're doing it, doesn't need to be face to face, could be a text, could be a phone call, could be messenger, whatever it is, that counts as prompting. Okay? And on the preparing food, definitely put in there, on average, how many days a week you are not preparing food. That's what I tend to word it as 3 days a week. On average, 3 days a week, I'm not able to prepare a meal due to my depression. I am unable to get motivated, because don't forget, PIP scars us. Can you safely, consistently, and reliably complete this task? Now, what I'm also doing is I'm just going to keep notes. So I'm going to show you, obviously, like, we haven't done that bit yet because I had to start recording again because I got fucking distracted. So I'm going to record it so you can see the potential outcome you could get if this is your life. Important PIP stuff. When you've done the form, do not, I repeat, do not use their envelope. Send it recorded delivery. Do not trust them. I lost £1,500 for a client because I used the envelope. That's what I always did. I used the envelope. The team at the post office, local post office to me, the woman got really grumpy with me. And she was like, it's funny how we can deliver to the whole country, but at DWP, it always seems to go missing. It's a lot, they go missing. It's a great strategy, isn't it? Sorry, we didn't receive your form. Sorry, it's gone missing. Saves them a lot of money. Do not trust them. Recorded delivery. Also, take photographs, take photocopies or photographs of your form, because they will question you on it, okay? And if there's contradictions, you might get questions on it. So say, for example, you write something on the form, but when you get to the assessment, you've watched more of my guides and you think, oh crap, that's actually me. It's okay. You can just be honest and say, I didn't realize that this was really important, but actually this is my life. Or I was embarrassed. Or I was in denial. Yeah. So don't worry about it. Take copies, send it recorded delivery, and then I'm going to do some videos on how to practice, okay? Because that is more important than the form. I'm definitely learning this, that doing the form is the easy bit. Yes, I focused, a lot of my videos are about the form. That's the easy bit. Getting through the assessment and communicating is critical. Everything is about these points. Everything is about these points. Stick to the points. Okay, take care.